Nature's been around for 12 years. We're a strategic insights consultancy. We do all types of market research and insights work.
I've worked with Nature from pretty much their inception through till now on numerous different projects, and from my perspective, their work is first class all the way.
Compared to a larger multinational, describe the difference in culture as more inclusive.
Culture here is awesome. Like, when I describe the job to people, I've actually had some of my friends tell me, I was like, you're the only person I know who says that they love their job. And I was like, I actually do.
What I love about it most is there's this sense of freedom.
It's always going to be about sitting with a client, listening to the challenges and the problems they face, and understanding that, and then designing the right research-based or data-based solution to address their needs. The skill set involved in that is one which we find incredibly motivating, which it's a human skill set. It's about listening, understanding, adapting, moulding ourselves around the client, as opposed to one which is about force-fitting a product or a framework or some pre-developed solution around the client problem. The secret lies in keeping the startup culture and values alive, and we've intentionally stayed true to those startup values, even though we're a 12-year-old business.
At Nature, it's very much a culture where anyone can have a say, anyone gets to have an influence on basically what we do and how we run.
I definitely feel like I have a voice and that voice is heard as well.
I mentioned it's a bunch of geeks and really intelligent people, but then they've also got this like sarcastic, funny vibe.
It kind of flits between this company of being, deadly serious and everyone working really hard and getting through a really big volume of work, but also having a lot of fun at the same time.
The one thing I think that Nature are really terrific at is turning challenges into opportunities, and that's a rare trait. They really give a shit.
We take a tremendous amount of care to hire the right people in the business, people who we think are going to fit well with what we're trying to achieve, yet at the same time we're trying to bring on the most diverse possible team. Diversity not just of skill set but also of thinking style, of personality, of background, because we're really firm believers that diversity breeds a better outcome. Our way of working is incredibly collaborative as well. So when it comes to project work, it's not a bunch of individuals sitting around doing their own projects, it's groups of people working together on projects. We move quickly and fluidly between being incredibly serious and incredibly silly.
When I started at Nature, I was pretty fresh to market research in general. My background is I'm a history graduate, but saw an opportunity to use my skills and kind of my abilities and then adapt it more to a market research environment. So I learned a lot. It's been a very kind of steep learning curve, but it's been really enjoyable. I'm one of only 2 people that have had a maternity leave, and I've felt nothing but respect and openness, and so far it's been really great.
We're working one-on-one with the directors of the company. I feel like I've already grown 10 times what I have the 2 years that I did prior to coming to Nature.
When a client opportunity presents itself, it's to take it and to treat it with respect and to smash it out of the park. So there's a real lack of complacency, and it's a real drive to do great work.
I certainly think that there's a lot of room for growth here at Nature, and I think a big part of that's the kind of feedback culture that's instilled here. Everybody's trying to work towards something better each and every day.
So they're incredibly adaptive, they're incredibly agile in their approach, so things can be turned around really quickly, but with a great rock solid result.
Nature managed to start as a boutique company and retain that boutique feel. Really, they challenge us, they really force us to think further and get a better outcome.
The work that they do, it feels more bespoke. It feels like they come, they take a brief, and they work out a research solution for your particular problem.
My experience working with Nature has been amazing. They really are just like an extension of the customer insights and analytics team here at Seek.
It's definitely a lot easier to influence within this business than, say, a global.
The main thing for us about the future is to stay true to being a boutique culture which has its people and culture at its core. our attitude is very simply that the better we treat our people and protect and evolve our culture, then the better we do in general.